In the frozen woods of northeastern France during the closing months of World War II, a 19-year-old American soldier made a stand that would become legendary. On January 26, 1945, near the village of Holtzwihr, 2nd Lieutenant Audie Murphy held off an advancing force of over 200 German soldiers and 6 tanks alone. What followed was one of the most courageous solo actions in U.S. military history, earning Murphy the Medal of Honor and the enduring respect of a nation. As newly appointed company commander, Murphy was tasked with holding a strategic roadway in Alsace. Around 2 p.m., he and his men, fewer than 40 in total, lay concealed in the snow, listening to the approaching thunder of German artillery. Their reinforcements, unbeknownst to them, had been delayed indefinitely. They were surrounded, isolated, and about to face overwhelming force. Out of the tree line, Murphy spotted over 200 German troops supported by tanks. The Americans had only a single M10 tank destroyer, lightly armored and vulnerable. Despite the odds, Murphy was no stranger to combat. By age 19, the native Texan already held 2 silver stars for bravery under fire. But this fight would test him like never before. As German tanks opened fire, a direct hit ignited the M10 in a fiery explosion. Murphy remained calm and managed to call in artillery support, relaying precise coordinates to batteries stationed miles away. Within moments, the field between the two forces erupted in smoke and flame. Yet, the Germans pushed forward undeterred. Murphy fired back with his M1 carbine before mounting the burning M10, despite the danger posed by its loaded ammunition. On top of the smoking wreck, he manned a functional .50 caliber machine gun, mounted in an exposed position. Holding the dual grips, he unleashed a barrage of fire at nearly 3,000 feet per second, scattering the enemy infantry. All the while, Murphy coordinated artillery support. When asked by a fellow officer how close the enemy was, he famously shouted, "Just hold the phone, and I'll let you talk to one of the bastards." As artillery continued to pound the field, Murphy noticed a German squad attempting to flank him. He shifted fire, eliminating the threat with deadly accuracy. Despite a tank shell exploding nearby and lodging shrapnel in his leg, he held his position directing fire, returning fire, and refusing to yield. For nearly an hour, Murphy alone delayed the enemy advance. When his ammunition finally ran out, he limped back to his men, bloodied and exhausted. But instead of retreating, he rallied his unit for a counteroffensive. Inspired by his bravery, they pushed forward and ultimately repelled the German assault. Murphy later reflected on the experience, admitting disbelief that he had survived. "How come I'm not dead?" Murphy's stand at Holtzwihr was not just a tactical victory, it was an act of extraordinary courage. He killed or wounded nearly 50 German soldiers and held the line alone under relentless fire. For his actions, he received the Medal of Honor, the highest military decoration awarded by the United States. His fellow soldiers, many of whom were older and more experienced, described it as the greatest display of guts and courage I have ever seen. Despite his hero status, Murphy remained humble. He resisted the hero label, stating, "Bravery is just determination to do a job that you know has to be done. I just fought to stay alive, like anyone else, I guess." Audie Murphy's actions at Holtzwihr are a timeless example of courage under fire. In a moment when retreat would have been understandable, he chose to stand and fight, saving countless lives and inspiring a nation. His legacy endures not only in the medals he earned, but in the standard of bravery he set for generations to come. If you appreciated this story, please consider subscribing to the channel to support more historical content. Thank you.